watch, and yeah, we'll get started with the video. Thanks guys, bye. I am going to use this one right here, and this is by Wet n Wild, and I am going to go in with a soft pink shade, and it just looks like this. It's just a soft pink shade, and I'm going to start right here in the crease of my eye and just start blending away. Yeah, it's just a darker pink, and I'm going to start right in here. This way into the depth of the eye. And I'm just going to keep that color pretty much centered right there. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more of that darker pink shade, and I'm going to take it right here in the inner part of the eye, because I think I'm going to do somewhat of like a halo effect, spotlight effect, whatever you want to call it. And at this point it kind of just looks like this. I'm going to take my blending brush and just blend through. What I do is I'm going to take an even smaller brush. This is a MAC brush. The number I believe is a 221. It's a smaller version of the 217. I'm going to go in with a jet black color, just a matte black, and I'm going to take it in this outer corner of my eye. So it just looks sort of like this. I'm gonna get my blending brush that had the pink colors in it and just try to blend these all together so it doesn't look like too much of a mess. A little bit into that brow bone. And at this point, you're gonna have something like this. Take some Tarte Shape Tape, which is like this. I'm going to take a very, very, very small amount and just kind of tap it right here. Okay. And yeah, I'm just going to start to kind of cut out this middle part, which is going to be our spotlight area. I'm going to take a really flat synthetic brush. I'm going to take my very, very old glitter glue. This is from Hard Candy. I don't even think they make this anymore, which is a bummer because I love it so much. If you guys can tell me any good glitter glues, I would like some suggestions. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to take my Bella Pierre glitters. It's a stackable and it just looks like this. I'm going to take this silver color right here, and I'm just going to dip my brush in. I'm going to get a pretty generous amount. Obviously not too much because you know glitters can get extremely messy. And I'm just going to start adding this right here on top.
And I'm just going to use a tapping motion. A very flat brush is going to work best. And a synthetic brush is also going to work best. You don't want a brush that's too fluffy when you're doing this because you'll have a ginormous mess if you do that. Now obviously, you could leave it as is. You don't have to add any more. But since I'm extra as extra can be, I'm going to add more. I'm going to add these really pretty stars, glitters. And I'm just going to add them. Now obviously guys, use this stuff at your own discretion. I'm not recommending you to put big old shards of stars on your eyelids, but for science, I'm going to do it. And just add a little bit more, just kind of like so. I did find I had some stars like right there, like where the crease starts, and that was kind of a mess. So don't do that because where your eye folds, it'll just get all jacked up. really cute. Alright, so that is the end of this look. Almost the end, not quite though, right? I'm going to add just a teeny dab of these on this other eyeball, so we can just see them a little bit better. Yes. Yes, hunty, yes. Okay, so, like this. Just put a little bit of mascara. And then after I do my mascara.
Careful if you decide to do this step because it is pure coconut oil. And what I do is I actually use the coconut oil all over my face. So I'm going to get a large brush. I just tap my brush in. And I just start applying the coconut oil everywhere. This is actually it says a long-lasting before makeup. So you do it before your makeup and it smells like really, really nice. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my beauty blender, and it looks like this. And I actually love this, you guys. This one's actually new. Ooh, I'm dropping things, hold on. This one is new. I've had it before. It's called Face Studio and it's from Maybelline, but it has this really cool like curve in it. Can you guys see that? And it is just bomb. It just works really, really well and I really dig it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put on my Shape Tape from Cart. And yeah. Okay, so I put on my Shape Tape first. This is how I always do my makeup. And then after that, I am going to put on my foundation. So the foundation that I am going to use for MAC, and it's called Nourishing Waterproof. I am in NC35. And I really, I'm just gonna get a brush like so and just apply my foundation onto my brush. Sorry for all the extra noises. And I'm gonna put that onto my brush. And then what I'm also gonna do is drops. These are also for MAC. And what I like to do is add this to my makeup because it makes it very luminous and just really, really pretty. So before I start to blend out my Shape Tape, I really start with my makeup. And I'm just gonna start kind of blending it all through there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my wet or something. So it is extremely, extremely light. And I was going to return it, but then I thought, oh, for what? It's going to be winter soon enough, or at least fall. And I'm going to lose any type of tan that I have. So I might as well just keep it. But I picked out the color myself, which I probably should have asked for help, but I just didn't have time for anybody to help me. So it's just way too light. But you just make do. That's why I blend out my makeup and stuff first, because I know that this Shape Tape is too light for me. I think I'm gonna get a little bit more Shape Tape, and just add a little bit like through here for a highlight. Ooh, I got an ugly pimple right there. Good gravy. Did you guys see that? Not cute. Ooh, oh my god, I keep dropping. Okay, I just dropped that all the way under there. So I'm gonna have to get another sponge. So I'm gonna use my MAC sponge. This one is not wet. And I'm just gonna blend it through here. This is for MAC. This is called a Baby Cream in Dark Plus, and it just looks like that. And I'm going to use that to contour with. I have no idea, I can't read. I think it's a 169. Anyway, I'm just gonna go in with my Dark Plus. This is cream, FYI. I love using creams first, and then I set it with the powder. but I really like using creams because I feel like it looks more skin-like rather than a powder. For some reason, I'm not the best at blending out powder, so I always start with the cream. Studio Sculpt powder, and it looks like that. So I'm just gonna get a little bit onto my brush, and I'm just gonna start going over the powder, or I'm sorry, the cream that we used. So yeah, I was gonna try not to use a bunch of names and all that, because you could mostly just use what you have at home. So I could say, okay, use a pink shadow. Like you could use that. I'm sure everybody has a pink shadow. You don't have to necessarily go out and buy a brand new pink shadow. So that's what I was trying to do. And I don't know if I'll stick to that. I don't know if you guys want me to stick to that, or if you would rather me say names of what I'm using. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it could go either way. Okay, so after I do that, I'm gonna do some some highlight. So, fluffy brush, this one here is from Wet n Wild. And when I do my blush, I start more towards the back, like back here, whatever's left. Is what I could drag to the front. And I'm gonna go back in with my contour cream, just get a little bit, and I'm going to do my nose. So when I do my nose, as you can see, I have a pretty wide shaped nose, pretty wide. And I'm not great at contouring my nose, but I do it because I feel like my nose is so big. It's like it needs to get contoured is what I personally feel like. So I'm just gonna put a darker color a lot through here because I want my nose to look smaller, not longer. And it's not even so much that I think I have a really long nose, it's just like kind of wide. I don't know. Right through here, maybe a little bit above my eyebrow. Oh, sorry guys. Like this. Again, through here, a little bit above my eyebrow, through there. I'm definitely gonna go down my nose with that, and a little bit there, there, and there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is my lipstick. You could get this at Slay, the makeup store. Called Japanese Spring. All right.